Alright, hello everybody. So today I'm going to be planting some grain corn. This is blue Hopi corn that I grew last year, and I'm going to be replanting that in a couple of different ways. And I also grew this red Aztec corn, and it did really well, quite a bit of it. But they must have mixed in one of these glass gem seeds by mistake, and I ended up with a lot that looked like that. So I'm not going to be replanting that. I'm going to be making tortillas out of that at some point. But I'm going to be planting my Hopi blue corn. So I'm going to be planting out just a small block and then a couple of traditional Hopi style mounds just to see which one does better. Alright, so I did just dig up a fresh patch of dirt, grass over there. But I have been reading lately that the way the Hopi Native Americans would do it, I think they're down in the desert and stuff, so they dig a big hole as deep as they needed to get down to the moist level of soil, and they'd plant about 15 or 20 seeds in there and let them grow as one large clump. So I'm going to be doing a couple of clumps out here just to see how they go, and I'll be doing a small patch over by the shed, just more of a traditional planting, block planting. So I just need to put a bit of cow manure and a bit of, I got some new organic fertilizer I'm going to chuck on there and in the holes, and then we'll plant this corn. Hopefully it won't rain before I start doing that. Alright, so this is the fertilizer I'm using. It says about a cup to about 1 square meter, so I'll probably use about 1.5 cups on there. And I'll just rake that in with a bit of cow manure on top. And I'm just going to add about a handful of this fertilizer to each of these holes, and then I'll add a bit of manure in when I cover it back up. Alright, I've just gone over and put the fork through it to loosen up the soil a little bit, and I'm just going to be making rows about 6 inches apart and planting the seeds in those. 8 inches. That's all good. Right, so we ended up with about 4 rows there, and I'll just be planting them out again every 6 inches or so. I'll just put that down. Alright, so here's all my rows planted out. It's not probably perfectly spaced, but you can see there's 2 that are really close together. But it doesn't really matter too much. You can always thin them out if you need to. So I'll go over the top of those with a bit of old potting mix or something and fill in these rows. Alright, so now that these are all covered over, I'll just water them in, and we'll see. I think it's going to rain soon, but I'll try and get these mounds filled in as well, these holes filled in. So I started with 10 seeds last year, and I only got 2 or 3 good ears of corn off of it. But it was enough to get all this seed for this year, so I'm not complaining. Alright, so as for these holes, I'm just going to take just a small handful. It's probably a dozen or so, and just chuck them in just like that. Take another one. So yeah, I'm not used to planting corn like this. I don't really know how it's going to work out, but I'm just going to chuck a bit of cow manure on top and fill the holes back in and hope for the best. Chuck a bit more on top, just so I know where they are, so I know where to water them in. Alright, so that's the corn planted for spring. We might end up doing another crop of corn once this garlic comes out. I do have some white corn seeds in there, and we do have enough time to plant a second crop in summer and let it grow through summer and autumn. So, alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.